Mindset Elevator. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and pouring love into the channel and just supporting and watching the videos, watching the streams, participating in the community posts. I'm so grateful, so thankful for each and every single one of you. I'm gonna go in, so let's wait for some more folks to come up in here. And as usual, I am going to go in, okay? I'm gonna go in. I want to preface this stream by saying that, it's kind of sad when people start lying about you and making it their mission for people to have a misconstrued view of you, right? There's something odd when people put in that extra work to try to defame you and to demean you and to change the narrative about you, or to try to taint your image so that people look at you differently. I'm gonna go in, okay? Hey Antoine, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. Hey David. Hey, what in the world? I hope you guys are feeling great. I've had a really, really, really busy week, but I'm here and I'm ready to really dissect the idea of deception and why people lie on us. Why people would take that extra step into trying to get the masses, trying to get multiple groups of people to look at us differently by way of lying about us. Like, why do all that? What are you trying to achieve here? They're trying to achieve your social demise, and you may not even care about your social standing, but that's what they're aiming for. That because they know that you're very popular or you're on the brink of becoming very popular. So their whole thing here is to try to get you to be seen in a very negative light in hopes that people do not buy into what you're selling, in hopes that people see you in a bad way, or people think that you're a bad person because you did X, Y, Z, even though it's all fabrications, right? People will go extra hard and they will work for no pay, pro bono, trying to get you to be seen in a negative light. And they will do this by way of lying on you. They may lie and say things like you did something that you did not do, or that, even exaggerating, I find to be teetering on lying, to say that you did something, but it didn't go that way, or they're embellishing it. They're not really fully saying exactly what happened here. And they're very clever to keep out what they've done, or what hand they had in the scenario. They just make it seem like, oh, you are like this and you are a negative way, with no substance behind it. They're just false claims. You're going to have a lot of people making false claims against you, and kind of hoping that people look down on you, that people turn a blind eye to you, that people look at you in a very negative way, and that people don't want to be around you or look at you poorly, look at you as somebody that has no morals or someone that is mean. And that is so far from the truth. You're probably one of the nicest people that folks have come across. And with that territory, it comes with a lot of people trying to defame and lie and say you did this when you didn't, or you said something you didn't say, or they misconstrue your words to try to make it seem, try to frame you, trying to make it seem like you're up to something or you move a certain way when you don't. Right? They embellish it. They add a lot of fluff. They add a lot of flair to their stories, hoping that people bite the bait. And it's sad. Nancy says, good evening from White Settlement, Texas. Hi, how are you? Yeah, David says, attacking your character for sure. Yep. David says, gang stalkers. A lot of these people are stalkers. The ones that have to lie and deceive people. Like, why would they go the extra mile to try to get people to think of you in one way when you're actually not that way? What is it to them? Like, why do they care? Why do they want the masses to step away from you? Why do they want people to not look at you in a high regard if you weren't already there? They want to take you from that spot and make you seem like a low life when you actually have the best life. You have the life that they want. You have a certain cadence that they wish that they had, a certain way of doing things that they wish they could adopt. It's a lot of projection here when people try to lie on you and try to deceive people about you. It's because they don't want people to see the true you. They don't want people to know you as who you really are. They want people to know you as somebody who is fake, or somebody who's not real, or somebody who's bad or does evil things. And most of the time, you just stay out the way. Like, you literally don't even trouble people. People come to you and they trouble you, right? Lying, deception, an air of mystery. And they know, right? They know, especially if you stay out of the way, the people who they lied about you to, they will bite it. They will believe it at first because they're thinking, I don't even know that guy, you know? So maybe you're right that they are that way. Because when I see them, they act like, they're hiding something, or they act really private. Our way of being will like reinforce in their mind sometimes that, oh, we must be that way. We must be doing this because we don't talk to them when we're around. And yeah, she seems a little shady. And we just stay out the way. We don't even mind other people's business, but they mind ours, right? And they do it religiously. They do it like it's a science or it's a degree, to find out everything there is about you and then twist it, and morph it into something of the opposite variety, and then pump it out to the community that, their hope is that the community bites the bait of, oh yeah, see, he does do this. Oh yeah, see, he really does move like that. He's not who he says he is. They want to taint your image, right? Let's think about it for a second. Would they really go out so far to taint the image of someone who is really bad-minded, or someone who's really a low life, or somebody who's really, a bad person? Would they really go out of their way to try to lie about that person? No, because that person would show who they are. They're a crook. The proof is in the pudding. You can see who they are. But their leverage here is that you're too mysterious, or you're too quiet or sneaky, or you don't tell them things. And that is supposedly lending credence to the thought that you are not who you say you are, that, they spit a lot of tall tales. You're going to have a lot of people spitting a lot of tall tales about you. I've heard things about me and I'll say like, wow, tell me more. Tell me more about what I supposedly did, because this is news to me. I did that, sounded like Urkel. Did I do that? Because it's like, this is falsified information, but people eat it right up because they're all in the dreary mess. They're all in the same pit, where they want to believe in anything. They love the drama. They eat it all up. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. This is what these people consume. They love the drama. So when they hear a little something, oh, really? So they're like that, huh? But deep down, these folks, these, third party individuals or more unbiased individuals, they know something's not adding up, right? There's something not making sense about, and think about it here. Why go out on this initiative in the first place? Like, why go out so hard to try to taint the image of somebody who you think is bad, or who you think is regular? Here's the thing. There's nothing regular about you. There's nothing ordinary about you. You're extraordinary. These folks know. That's why they go out, full force, trying to get the masses to see you in the opposite way, because they know the way you are. They know how you really get down. It's wild. Yeah, exactly. Ron said it's so sad their own life stays in the same spot. Oh, yeah. These same people who lie on us, you'll probably see a pattern that they're not really making any types of moves, That's just what I've seen. It's a pattern. Not everybody falls in the same category, but I've seen it though, where these people will lie. I've had so many people lie on me. It's just mind-boggling, especially because like I don't even talk to a lot of these people. So what's the incentive here? We're not in no type of spat. We're not beefing. So why are you doing all that? And it's them, because of how they move around you, or whenever they're around you, you can see their true face, what they really feel like, right? So it's very interesting. These liars are being exposed for who they are and what they do. And they are so obsessed that they have to spin the story that you're a certain way and lie on your name. People may have lied on you and tried to get you booked with the authorities, right? Or say you did this when you never did, because they're trying to get you in trouble. They're trying to see your reputation tarnished. They're trying to see you, trying to lie and say, oh, you never paid this, but you've been paid it, trying to get you on the hook. So, because people are greedy, people are naturally greedy, vindictive as well. He didn't pay for this, he owes me child support, right? And it's like, what do you mean paid? I do everything, and they're trying to paint you to be this mean person, even cruel person who doesn't take care of their responsibilities, who only cares about themselves. They'll literally try to tarnish your name and then also siphon you, so it's very disrespectful. And these liars are being exposed because when the lies are exposed, everyone's going to be looking at them like, what was all that noise that you were making about this person? What was all that? Why did you feed us all these lies? Like, why? We obviously see he is not like that. Why did you say that he was? Why? What was the reason? Jealousy, hatred, just disdain for your existence, right? Wanting people to not see your light, wanting people to not believe that you're great, wanting people to think that you're low in life when you're actually all the way up, lying on you because they don't want people to see what they see. There's always a main perpetrator. There's always somebody who's like the most hell bent on destroying, the respect people have for you naturally. You're going to see naturally when you're trying to go up, there's going to be a lot of liars, they're just in the bushes. They're waiting to pounce. They're waiting for the opportunity to come and destroy the blessings that are flooding in by way of lies, hoping that maybe your blessings will dissipate or you will get fired or you will go to jail, whatever the case might be, to see that, your blessings will never come into fruition or they're going to be blocked because they lied on you or because they caused a disruption by, being deceiving about your character. But to what end? You know what I mean? To what end when people are going to see you move real? Like people are going to know what's real, what's not. And people who want to be blind to what is real, that's a them issue. I mean, come and think about it. Like if you want to believe the lies, then you're a hater too, right? You obviously don't have nothing to do. You have nothing else to do, right? But to believe and just to eat up, when I was growing up, especially in high school, I was hanging with people that other folks used to approach me about and say, you shouldn't be chilling with that person, or you shouldn't be cool or kicking it with that person because I heard this and I heard that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, where's your evidence? Where's your proof that they're this way? Because what I'm seeing, I don't see that in them. I'm not going to stop talking to them because you don't want me to talk to them. And then, oftentimes you're being force-fed lies. People want to cause a disruption or a blockage to a blooming friendship, relationship, marriage, career, you getting a new job. People want to cause a blockage, some kind of distortion so that you do not get connected with people who are actually like-minded or people who are positive. People don't want to see real ones go up together. They have to like put this full force, this deception, right? Where everybody's like just confused about you, and not even confused, but like hateful. There's like a hate growing or like a dislike growing. And the thing that really irks me here, I'm going to be honest with you, the thing that really irks me about these people who lie on us and then the people who believe it, it's like, why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care so much if I'm supposedly a certain way? Like, why do you care? You don't even know me, right? You will see these haters will go far. I mean, to the ends of the earth to try to get anybody to rally against you. And these individuals, these third-party unbiased people have no reason to hate on you. They have no reason to dislike you. They do not know you. But as they hear this person, this main self-appointed head honcho talking about you, talking down to your name, saying you're like this, saying you're like that, people become very enticed. Like, oh, really? They're like that, or I got to see this person, or really? That's crazy. And they start believing it because these stories are so wild, they must be true. People start getting enticed by these fake details, these falsehoods. that end up being they're dramatized, it's not factual information. When you really look at the spirit of a person who behaves like this, you could start seeing that they're fragmented, like they're not all there. You could tell that these individuals are obsessed, and you could tell that these individuals are obviously jealous. They're obviously perturbed by you for some reason, probably a multitude of reasons. Why are they doing all this? Why are they lying on you? Why do they want to see you be hated so heavy? Even by people who don't have a reason to hate on you. And I've witnessed this, I've been a part of things like this. It gets really diabolical. It's all jealousy. It's all trying to ruin you, trying to ruin you. They think that you care about the social status. You don't, but that's what they're trying to destroy. When you step outside your house or when you step into that workplace, everyone's looking at you, eyeing you up and down, thinking that you are really a certain way. It's meant to tarnish you, make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel shaky, make you feel uncertain about yourself and about your skills and abilities, make you feel lonely and rejected. Why? Because they know you have the power to have everybody around you. If it was that way, they know a lot of people, if they didn't try, people would naturally gravitate towards you because you have that spirit. They're thinking ahead like, man, I gotta block this person from connecting with these folks, or wow, I see he's highly skilled in this trade. Let me try to do something. Let me try to sabotage him, and then let me try to lie and say he did this or he did that so he can get canned, because I know he's a giant. He's gonna, outshine me. I gotta plant something on him, or I gotta plant something on her, or twist the scenario in a way where it gets them in some kind of mess or trouble. Therefore, I'm the awesome one and they're nobody, and they should never be trusted. Why do all that? Why do all that unless they didn't see, that you were literally greatness manifesting right in front of them? Why would they do all that? Yep. Yep. Easter, thank you so much. You said they can't take it out on the ones they really want to. So anyone, even the ones they know it's not true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. They will go far to taint your image to people who wouldn't care, wouldn't know you. I've had people say, oh, this is Andrea. Oh, I've heard a lot about you, but I don't even know you, or I don't understand like this approach. You could tell that they've been coached, negatively coached about my character, and it's always interesting to see when I have a conversation with somebody who's associated with somebody who doesn't like me. When I have a conversation, I make a friend out of them, not on purpose, but naturally, because I have a certain way of being with people. When I meet people for the first time, I like to welcome people. I like to be kind with people and to show them that they are welcome, even if I don't. And they could have been force fed nonsense about who I was, or, oh, you better be careful when you talk to Andrea, you're going to see this, or, oh, you're going to see that. And they see me, they see who I really am. And then they're bamboozled. They don't understand. Why was this person saying all these things, and they don't see it and it's not matching? But of course, you're going to be the one that seems fake. That's how they want it to be perceived. Like, oh, you got to be fake because people are saying you're like this, but I'm seeing you like that. But why would I need to act in front of you? I don't even know you like that, right? Why would I have to act, right? So it's just interesting. The lies are being exposed for what they are. These liars, these individuals are very, very jealous of your growing popularity, right? And you're not trying to aim to be popular, but they see through your life's work. They see through your pure spirit. You're gaining popularity because you're simply being yourself. And when you're being yourself, you're going to shine in a way that, nothing will really trump that. And so, these liars, they're going to try to make it, cast a shadow of doubt. That's essentially what they're going to try to do. Cast a shadow of doubt over your character and existence, hoping that people do not believe in you, or people do not see the greatness in you, because it's been muddled now, with chaos and lies and deception. Oh, you did this. Oh, you stole that. And all the while, you're just minding your business and they like to embellish stories or completely fabricate stories, hoping that people bite the bait. But why? Why are they so obsessed? One thing I noticed is that these individuals are lacking hobbies. They're lacking a sense of direction. They see where I'm trying to go, they see where you're trying to go, and they're trying to stop that and impede that, but neglecting their own path. These people will go so far as to lie about our existence as though we don't know ourselves more than they know us. We know who we are. We know what we stand for. And we stand 10 toes down and we're not going to be played with out here. When we stand on truth, nothing could really be against us. When you have nothing to lie about, that's going to shine through. You don't have nothing to worry about when people come at you with lies and deception, or people start acting like they don't trust you. If they don't trust you, then they don't trust you. But the real ones will know that you don't move like that. You don't get down in the way that's being painted or the narrative that's being sculpted about you. They're the real ones will know. And once again, being lied on is never sweet. It's supposed to be unpleasant. It's supposed to be ostracizing in nature, because if people are force fed lies about you that are so grotesque that people don't even want to be around you, that's damaging to you, because you didn't do what they said, or it's not like that. But what are you going to do? Try so hard to prove that that's not the case? Nah, you got to live life. You got to live life in the truthful manner that you always have, that you've been doing. Be the way that you are, do what you do best. And people who don't want to believe, okay, that's their prerogative. The real ones are going to see that you're genuine, and that what's being painted about you is an illusion around your name, around your presence on the planet, is an illusion that's being manufactured. The lies need to stop. That's the lies need to stop. And they will never stop. Of course, people will always have it in their diabolical tool belt. When they start hating on you, start seeing you in a little bit of a different way, they start getting a little bit more envious about you, getting a little bit more threatened about you and what you stand for and what you're about. People start getting threatened. They start turning on you. They're going to turn on you. We've all been turned on by, at least one individual who used to seem like our favorite cuz, or used to seem like that trusty coworker, and they were nothing but a snake. The lies are outlandish. You probably heard a lot of lies about yourself that are completely barbaric. Like, oh, you did this and then that happened and this. Were you there? It's like, were you there? They make it seem like they're Maury's cameraman and through your life, or this is the Truman Show and they were in on it the whole time. These folks don't know nothing about your life that deeply that they could even paint a narrative that is not factual. The world is a stage. The world is a stage. We have a lot of performers. We have a lot of people trying to be somebody that they're not. And, they try to put us as a character in their play, or they try to put us as the main character in their game, the one that they want to defeat, the one that they want to beat, and they want to be the boss, and they want to twist it and turn it and morph it and sculpt it into something that destroys your whole standing on the planet and destroys everything you've worked for. People will try to like defame you completely, like try to even destroy like your accolades, even if you've already received them. It's like people want you to like have your stuff taken away, have your blessings taken because of new revelations that are based on falsehoods. These people are sick. Sick. That's what I call them, sick. That's what they are. That's my opinion, of course. But I do feel like you have to be unwell to a certain degree, to go as far as to try to make somebody seem like something that they're not. Try to make somebody seem in a certain way that is negative, that differs from their actual cadence or differs from their actual personality and way of being. Why do all that, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. Intent says all facts. Yep. Woman of many seasons says real recognize real. That's as real as it comes. That's just how it is. When people have their own mind, they're able to make more concise choices and use their judgment to the best of their ability. And you will tell who is controlled. You will tell who does not use their own mind because they're so easily influenced by the opinions and the lies that other people spread about you, right? So it seems like real is rare, right? It seems like real is not commonplace. So when people recognize who you really are, it's because they have no reason to not see you as you are. They're just a real one. They see you. They know that you've been played with. They know that you've been lied on. There could have been people that approached you and said, "You know what? I know they're talking smack," or I don't believe what they say, because it's so outlandish and obviously so different from how you actually are. It's like, is everyone like, why is it so backwards, right? Where people are more onto, yeah, I believe these outlandish lies than thinking, you know what, maybe there's something else here that's not being discussed. Or why aren't we asking more pressing questions about why that person is saying that with no premise, no evidence, no, reason, no substance, just talk, you know? And you can see the hearts of people and people who are easily controlled, even by the lies other people tell about you. You're the rarity here, and that's why you got to stay true to yourself because the truth always comes out. People are going to lie about you about all types of things. And so long as you stay true to who you are, who's really against you? Like, who's really going to trouble you out here, right? People know that you're one of a kind and they want people to think that you're just in the same pool. You're just in the same pot as everybody else. And they know this is far from reality. This is why they go on these initiatives. This is why they decide to go on these ventures to try to like get people to turn away from you or to get people to hate you on false pretenses. That's crazy. People are going to see you for who you are. People are going to like you for who you are. They're going to know that you're not what they say that you are or who they say that you are. And if people don't want to see that or don't care to believe it, don't care to believe the truth, they're probably with the herd. That's what I've noticed. They're probably just with the herd. Like, oh, I've seen people, I've seen people third party mad. I think I've spoken about that months and months ago on a video. People are third party mad. Like they don't even know us like that. They don't even know us. They don't even they have not met us or they don't know enough about us to hate on us, but you probably have walked into some rooms of people that you don't really know or hardly know and they're acting like you did something to them. And it's because they've been negatively influenced or lied, they were lied to about you. Then everybody's looking at you funny. Everybody's looking at you sideways. And it's like, what did I do to you? I don't even know you, Bob. I don't even know you, Jim. I don't know you, Shirley, right? They're trying to get the community against you. People who don't even know you. People who don't have a reason to hate on you. It's like they're trying to stop people from getting to know you or stop people from getting to see who you really are because they know once people do, they're not going to be able to have enough, right? Right. Yeah, Josh says they used a grapevine for that. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Right. Exactly. Ron says it's always a Shirley or a Karen, isn't it? And thank you guys for the positive vibes. I always like to come on here and see all of you guys here taking the time out of your busy weeks. I had a very busy week actually, but I'm here and I'm happy to be here. And one thing I've learned about my elevation, because my elevation was not always, it's not smooth sailing. It's been a lot of crazy stuff, has been taking place. But one thing I do know is that through my elevation, there's been a lot of lies that have been spread and a lot of tainting behaviors that were meant to destroy my reputation. I see it. I see it. I'm not blind. I'm not ignorant. I see it. I see what people do and I laugh, because at the end of the day, wow, like you're really going all in, trying to make me look in a certain way. But they don't see how they're making themselves appear. They're not seeing how they're making themselves look. Themselves, the ones that spread the lies, the ones that spread that hate, the ones that create the falsehoods, they're not realizing how they're making themselves look. I mean, you're going out here really trying hard to change the narrative about somebody who's minding their business. What does that say about you? Like, why are you manufacturing this? Why are you going so hard? Why are you trying so hard to try to muddy the mind of somebody else or muddy the community's mind about somebody who's doing their own thing? Why are you so intimidated, right? And there is intimidation here, or else why would they just not leave you alone? Why are they so hell-bent on people seeing you in a different way? Why are they trying to attach, or they're trying to attach attributes that are not your own, right? Or characteristics that are not your own, like, oh, he's a thief. What did I steal? Or, oh, he's rude. How did I approach you for you to even say that I was rude? Or, oh, he doesn't take care of his business. Are you around when I'm handling my business? Like, do you think Instagram tells the full story? You know what I mean? A lot of these individuals, they see a little snippet of your life and they make something big out of it, something manufactured, something crazy that is a falsehood, because they saw it on TikTok, or they saw you post something on Facebook or Twitter and you're like this and that's not true. Are they even around you like that to even make that determination of what is true, what is false? Are they really in your life like that to even call that out? And a lot of times they're not. They're stalking. They're calling people about you. Hey, tell me so-and-so is doing this. They don't know. They have no firsthand knowledge of what you're really dealing with. This is manufactured, this mental problems, A lot of these issues, these people bring about on themselves. And they'd rather live in delusions and illusions than living in reality, because reality is too scary for them. Reality is real. A lot of people are scared of what's real, believe it or not. Intimidated by what's real. If you're a real one, people are intimidated of you, right? Intimidated, why? Because they're going to be exposed for being fake, or they're going to be exposed for having less than savory hobbies, which involves going around trying to hate and lie on somebody who doesn't even do what you say they do, right? There's so much hate, too much hate in the world, and it will never be absolved. It will always be around. Hate will always be there. That's the truth. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. I believe that hate, and I believe that envy and jealousy will never be gone from this world. I believe that the world will always be plagued because it's always going to be competition. There's always hate. There's always drama. There's always a miserable person. All it takes is a miserable person, really, right? To really get the gears turning, to really switch things up down that negative path of believing certain things that are not true, biting the bait of narratives that are falsified. And like, to what end? Like, what are you hoping to be brought about because you told a bunch of lies about me? What are you hoping to be brought about? My demise? Sorry, keep waiting. Are you hoping for me to fall? Sorry, still standing. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't give you the show that you're looking for. A lot of these individuals, they're waiting for a show. They're waiting for some sort of, once again, the world is a stage. They think that you're just going to crumble and fall in a heap. That's not how it goes. That's not how that is. It's not like that. You stand 10 toes down. You look people straight in their eyes when they're talking to you or when you're talking to them, and you're unshakable. You're not intimidated. You probably know a lot of people lie and spread a lot of rumors about you that was meant to hurt you and isolate you. And what these haters end up doing is generating interest for people who really want to dig a little deeper about your character, right? These haters always do things that end up having an adverse effect, right? Where they thought that people are going to hate on you and just loathe you and isolate you or ostracize you, leave you out of things. They have people running to you trying to figure out if it's true. And then fans are created. You know what I mean? Or people start loving you. People that were meant to hate you start loving you and start respecting you because they see that whatever was being force fed down their throats against their will is just fake, right? And we got to be careful what we indulge, what we consume, what we buy into. Because, like I said, I've been in situations where people are lying to me about people that I'm hanging with because they want to see a separation. They want to see some kind of partition here. They want to see something happen where we're not connected or beautiful things are not being created. I've dealt with these situations firsthand, and I've told people, like, I just don't see what you see. I don't see why you're even coming to me with this information. Don't try to sway me. I'm going to make my own choice and I'm going to make my own call. When that person gives me a reason to move different, I'll move different. But until then, that's my folks, and I like to operate in that way. I've had people try to lie to me about people that, unless I see something, I don't believe it, right? I don't believe what you say. And then the spirit of the person who is doing this. If they're like drama filled and that they just do this stuff, then it's like, you're not my people. You're not the type of company I really want to keep. Let me do my thing. Let me make my own choice. You're not going to come and lie to me about somebody. I'm not going to bite the bait. I'm going to make my own choice about what I see in this person. Unfortunately, not everybody plays fair. When it comes to you, when it comes to me, when it comes to us, people move a little different, right? Like they'll eat it up. Oh, she did that. Oh, wow. And then brainless, zombified. There's a lot of lies. It's a lot of lies because it's a lot of jealousy. Jealousy destroys everything, right? From romantic relationships to family ties, to workplace ties, to who you live beside. I mean, jealousy destroys everything. Jealousy is so low vibrational. Jealousy is not healthy, right? Where people are so jealous of another person that they're willing to lie on that person's name to make them have a bad record or a bad rap or a bad, reputation in general because you're hating on somebody because they have something you don't have, or they have a life that you wish you had or you wish you lived, or perhaps they have a marriage you long for, or the way they do things or the job that they have is something you could only dream of. And instead of making it into a reality for themselves, they decide to go out and try to like lie, make it seem like, oh, you didn't get that job honestly, or you're not really that qualified, or you faked documentation, or you don't pay your bills, or you don't pay child support, or you hurt them. You know what I mean? You hurt them in some kind of way, trying to get you wrapped up in a criminal case. It's a lot of crazy things people will try to lie on us for. A lot of crazy stuff because they do not want to see a real one go higher. They want to see us be stalled and they want to see us be judged. But we know our spirits. We know how we move. We know what we do. We know how we get down. And it's not up for debate. These individuals do not, once again, have firsthand knowledge of what you're really even going through, especially when they move in a certain way. You probably don't welcome that in your life. So where are they getting this information from? It's all manufactured delusions that these individuals, they're not grounded in reality. They sit around and once I've said this before in previous streams, their stories, their lies, their tall tales would rival the best fictional authors on the planet. You know what I mean? And it's so sad because they literally sit around and they make things up, hoping that people hate you. Like, That's because they know people love you and they see what is to be loved. They see. That's why they want to destroy it. It's so crazy. Exactly. Nika says they sense it more than you think. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Mario, hope you're doing awesome. Easter says very disrespectful. Right. Yeah, street nasty. I haven't seen you for a minute. You said you're too busy succeeding to fail. Right. Right. And we take stumbling blocks as lessons. We're not really failing out here. We're learning, we're coming back stronger, and we're operating in a much more solid fashion. And it's so crazy too. Like people think that if they tarnish your name or if they lie on you, that you're gonna fail or you're gonna be stuck or you're gonna be ostracized and have no opportunities. And a way has already been paved for you, something that they have zero control over. And they know this, or they're getting to know this. They're understanding now that they do not have the power to destroy any opportunity that has your name stamped on it already. Yep. Lightworker says it's constant spiritual attacks for me. Likely all of you as well. Oh, people are going to attack, people are going to siphon you, your energy, your vibe. People are going to siphon it. People are going to try to make you out to be a zombie like them, mindless, brainless, clueless, when in fact your mind is well intact, your intellect is well intact, your path is well paved. I mean, they have no power here. And their plots, their schemes, their lies, it's not going to hold water because once again, people are going to see the real. People are going to see that you are as real as they come. And it's not to say that you are perfect. It's not to say that you haven't made mistakes. I, for one, have made more mistakes. I can't even count them all. There's too many. Done a lot of bad things, unsavory things. But you move on, you get higher, you get greater. Oh, I heard Andrea used to be like, heard Andrea used to do that. And it's like these individuals do not have firsthand knowledge of how I move. They don't have the access that they're talking like they do, right? I keep folks at a distance when I know that they have these kinds of presences. I keep them at a distance because I literally cannot fit them in my life. There's nowhere for them to be at in my life. I keep them at a distance. People that lie on me, I know they don't sleep well, like at night. To do all that, to try to tarnish me, I'm going up though. Right? So what are you actually tarnishing? We have to sit back and wonder, what are you really tarnishing? What are you really doing? Because what you think I care about, I'm caring about a whole other category of things. They think, and because once again, these enemies are super, super superficial, right? Where they think you care about your social standing or you care about being rejected or looked at funny, when all you care about is literally cultivating the happiest, most peaceful life that can possibly be yours. That's what you care about, but they think you care about the worldly things, having status, being recognized, being the hottest one in the room. You probably don't care about that. You're just doing your own thing, right? And they envy the simple things that you do. You probably stay out of the way. They still envy you. You probably you started from the bottom. They're hating on that. They have to lie to get people to make it seem like, there's something about your climb is fake or what you're doing is fake or for the cameras, right? But a lot of what they do is fake. A lot of what they do is for clout, right? So it's just wild. The deception will never end. All we can do is keep moving real, right? And don't try to prove yourself to anybody. Because at the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want to believe. If they want to believe that you're this, you're that, and you're the third, they're going to believe that regardless of your efforts to change their mind. Don't go out trying to change anybody's mind. Go out moving like the way you move. Just live your life. Just do you, right? And people who want to be ignorant to who you really are or don't want to believe the truth, Oh, well, sorry for them, sucks for them, right? And the people who are the manufacturers of these lies and deception and the smear campaigning and just, creating a dark cloud, a shadow over your presence here on the planet, these people don't sleep well at night. I mean, how? When you take up so much residence on their brain, you know? You take up so much residence on their brain, you would have thought that, you guys were Siamese twins. You know what I mean? Like, people are acting like you're that attached to them that they have firsthand knowledge of exactly who you are and what you're like. And a lot of times they're just getting information that it's like broken telephone. They don't really know you like that. They're not really hearing what is the truth. They're not really seeing what needs to be seen. They're not really there. It's like patchwork. They call Terry, then they call Paul, then they call Cindy. Then they put together this patchwork and saying this is you, and they don't know you like that. They didn't have no conversation with you. A lot of the times it's just them trying to work in the background, trying to build a narrative. Wow, like honestly, I could say that it's detrimental to one's mental health, right? To really go this far to try to create a delusion or multiple delusions and illusions about another person's character because you don't like them, because you're a hater, because you're jealous. I mean, that cannot possibly be good for one's brain. That cannot possibly be good for one's elevation and for one's growth and for one's sound mind, for you to do all that. And then there's that obsession there that is so glaringly obvious. You're obviously obsessed with somebody who's doing their own thing. You have to lie on them because you want them to lose everything they've got, but you don't have the power to do it. When does it end? Like, what's the end game? you know, it's diabolical work for sure. And so you definitely want to remain truthful. You want to remain steadfastly true and stay unshakable because people are going to try to shake you down. You know what I mean? People are going to try to shake you down and try to water your character down when you are not that. You're so much more sound, so much more grand than what they try to portray you to be. You didn't do what they said that you did. And even if there's little bits of truth in there about whatever the circumstance is, they embellish it. They try to make it more than what it really is, all because they want people to turn away from you or to be against you. But when you're a truth teller, it's not going to fly. It's not going to stick on you, right? These tactics, you're like immune to these tactics because you're a real one. You literally move the way you say you move, right? You don't have to embellish stuff. You don't have to add the extra fluff. And if you notice how these individuals move as well, a lot of them move like they're trying really hard or they're doing too much, but they make it seem like you're doing too much or you're trying so hard. And you literally are out the way. Like you're not even within these individuals' grasp. They do not have firsthand knowledge of what you're actually doing, but they want to make it seem like they're that connected to you, but then they're acting like they can't stand you. Why do you want to be connected to somebody who you cannot stand? Why do you want to be so connected to somebody who you say is a bad person? These individuals are backwards. That's what I've been noticing. Like, why? The obsession is dangerous, right? The obsession is uncanny because you're going around lying and deceiving people about another person's character as though you have something to prove about this person. But why did you make it your mission? Like, why did you make it your main task to destroy that person's character or to defame them or to see them get in trouble? Why? Why not just leave them alone and be the liar or be the fake that you claim them to be? Why are you pushing so hard this narrative? Because they actually admire you. They actually see why people would admire you. They're seeing why people would enjoy your company. They're seeing why people would enjoy to collaborate with you, would want to marry you, would want to date you, would want to help you in whatever it is, would want to hire you. They see why, They see why. They see that you smile bright and you shine bright and and you're getting higher in life, and you may have stumbled along the way, we all have, but you're still on the up and up, and they see that, of course, people are going to see that as very attractive, very alluring. People are going to come try to be drawn to you. It's like they're trying to stop people from being drawn to you by people having these other thoughts about who you really are. It's crazy. And Matthew says God is great. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Easter says they need drama like they need oxygen, air to breathe. Oh, and unfortunately, Easter, um, that's commonplace. That's what's commonplace now, is that, these individuals, they wake up, it's like their cup of joe. They require to, manufacture drama. If they don't manufacture it, if they don't get into some drama, if they don't go to someone's door and start tripping or start tweaking, they feel like they're not themselves. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous to be this way. It's so dangerous to have it out for somebody else to this degree. You're willing to lie, con, deceive about one person. What does that say about you? And what does that say about them? You know? But I guarantee the moment that you're not around, these folks turn on each other, start lying on each other, start conning each other, stealing from each other, making things up about each other, because the person that was lied on or deceived, you're on your way. You're on your way. What were they thinking here? You're on your way to success. That's just where you've been bound to head to, right? And it's just interesting when you're not around or you're not in the drama, they turn on each other. But why so quick? Why? It's a lot of fake stuff. It's a lot of bandwagon stuff. People join bandwagons because they want to feel a part of something, even if it's something diabolical, and even if it's something that there's no incentive for them to be involved here. It's just trying to be involved in something, trying to be involved in some kind of mess. But when people have a real conversation with you, when people start really seeing you for who you are, they really start seeing that, listen, you're bright, you have a bright future, bright mind, very intellectual, very attractive, mysterious, hardworking. I mean, you're pretty much the whole package here. It's understandable why people would try to throw wrenches at you, right? It's understandable why people would try so hard to get you down, because they know that you're on the up and up. They know. They know that they do not come across people with your likeness. Not often, because you're a rarity, right? And it's becoming a well-known fact, not an opinion, a fact, that you are rising to the occasion, that you are knocking competition out of the water without even trying, without even caring that there is a competition. That's just how you move, right? It's been bestowed upon you, very special gifts, talents, abilities, even your beautiful spirit. People feel it from a mile away. You're going to have people lying, saying, oh, you're actually mean when you have the sweetest heart. Why? Because you see their fake vibe and you're not with it. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's what they are like. They'll try to come at you in a negative way and you reject that because you're not about that. Then they try to paint to people that you're rude or that you're aggressive or that you're mean or antisocial. Well, what's really happening here is that you don't like how they move. You didn't accept them and their negativity. Now they're trying to paint the picture that you're a rude or disrespectful person because they're not liked by you. You don't like them, or you don't rock with them, but you rock with everybody else, or you're generally okay with everybody else. So they try to paint a picture that you're rude, disrespectful, antisocial. I just don't like you. You know what I mean? Or I just don't like your vibe. I just don't get down in these ways. And they try to turn, and I've been in this situation. I've been called mean. I've been called rude. I've been called antisocial. Antisocial, I am a lover of humanity, but at the same time, I don't accept drama, right? So if you have drama, I will reject it, and then these are the same people who will go around and say Andrea's rude, or Andrea's was not nice to me, or Andrea's mean to me. But then they were thinking I was going to accept their rudeness or their disrespect. Come on here, I'm not a puppet, right? So a lot of people are going to try to come in your life, try to play you and try to make it seem like they know you better. and they have it out for you because you have a nice spirit. People like you, people gravitate towards you, bright future, you got it all going for yourself. And they're going to try to muddy the minds of everybody else to make it seem like you're not who you say you are, but they know that you are. That's why they're doing this. It's like backwards, right? Yeah, Easter says play the victim. Street Nasty says I'm not your puppet. Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Josh said it's about your mind not being persuaded or manipulated. Yep. Yep. When you can't be manipulated, that's it. Now you're an outcast or you've been casted out. And through all of this, I just want to leave you guys with this before I sign off on the stream. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Mindset Elevator. And thank you so much for 45,000 subscribers. That is, really, 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 really generous. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm very, very thankful. Very, very thankful. Very happy. And this is all you guys, you guys made this happen. I'm really grateful for that. I want to say that keep being real. Keep being real in your line of work, in your family, amongst your friends or associates, where you reside, if your neighbors are troubling you, whoever it might be. Continue to keep your realness intact, right? Because what they want to do is have their point proven that you are fake or that you are this or you did do that when you didn't. They want their point to be proven, so keep doing you. Keep doing you. You can't do nothing else but that, because when you're the truth teller, when you're the honest person, that seeps off of you. You know what I mean? That comes off naturally because you're just naturally being yourself. There is no embellishment involved. You're just you, right? And the way that you shine, there's no fluff here. There's no theatrics here, like the herd likes to do, like the efforts they like to push forth. When it comes to you, it's just plain and simple real. And you got to continue to keep that realness intact. That is what's setting you apart. That's what's aggravating people too. Aggravating people because you are real. You don't move like them. You don't have to. You don't want to. You don't want to live the life they live. You don't want to go the paths they've taken. Your path has already been sculpted for you, has already been paved for you, and it has nothing to do with this mess. So stay real, at all times. And it can be hard to be real in a world of fake. Very hard, because it's going to feel like you're doing something foreign or incorrect. It's always correct to come as yourself. It's always the right thing to do when you're just being you, right? When you're just doing your own thing, being yourself. You're going to have haters. You're going to have liars around you. There are going to be people deceiving others about who you are. But as long as you keep that realness intact, well, real recognizes real. It might be only a small few that really come around you and say, you know what? I know that you're on one. I know who you are. I respect who you really are. I've been misled about you, but I know you're not like that. It's not going to be a lot of people coming to you behaving this way. It's going to be a rare few that actually step away from the herd to realize and hail up a real one, right? It's not commonplace. At least it doesn't feel like that, right? So keep being real, keep being you. And the deceivers, they don't sleep well at night. They do not sleep well at night. Yeah, Street Nasty said real, right. Real can never be fake around fake people. Yep. And you will be a target for a very long time because you keep it real. I mean, if not, why are they so intimidated? What is with this extra effort? What is with this extra nonsense? If it wasn't for what they saw was brewing, your greatness brewing. That's why. That's the reason why they did a lot of this. Why they lied on you. They saw that it was growing. They saw you were going to be loved, that you were going to be accosted. They saw that you were going to be blessed. You were going to have more opportunities. They knew, and they felt like they had to stop it. They had to throw a wrench to get everybody away from you. So you'd be alone, therefore, fruitless or lacking. Lacking is literally not in your future. All right. Lacking is not in your, sorry about that. Lacking is not in your future. Lacking, losing, failure, everything is a lesson to be learned here. And you are getting higher, and you are continuing to show people that because you stayed real, because you stayed true, nothing's going to stop you. Even if everybody around you wants to believe delusions and be one with the illusions, you're going to be real. And you're going to keep going down that path, and it's going to be lonely. It's not going to be a whole bunch of people, right? But at least you know you've been true. At least you know you've done the right things. You've tried in life, right? And you will sleep well at night. You will sleep well knowing that you don't have to embellish your life. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be somebody that you're not. You don't have to lie. You don't have to go and hurt people like that, like how they hurt you, like they troubled you. You don't have to seek revenge, because those who decide to go out on these diabolical ventures, it's due process what happens to them, but what happens to you, because you stayed true, you stayed real, you're taking off. You're taking off. All right, everybody. So thank you guys so very much for the super chat, for the likes, for the watches, for all the commentary. Thank you guys very, very much for stopping by on this live stream today. I've really been enjoying the month of October. I love the cool down. I love the colder air. For all those who are in Florida or around Florida, who are the hurricane that's wreaking havoc there, I hope you guys are staying safe, and your families, if you're used to live in Florida, families, friends, be very careful, right, with these forces of nature, and stay safe. Stay safe where you're at, everywhere that you're at, everywhere that you guys are from. Be safe. Love life, be safe, and take care for sure. All right. Thank you guys. We'll stay connected. I have so many awesome things to share. It's coming. It's just been so many things going on, but a lot of great things are coming, and they're going to be hard hitting. They're going to be, it's going to be some different stuff. All right, everybody. So please wait on it. And of course, you guys just being here, watching the videos and streams is more than I could have ever asked for. So I thank you guys humbly from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys just for being here. It's great. From all around the world too. Priceless. All right, everybody. So thank you. I'm going to sign off. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. It is a long weekend here in Canada. It's Thanksgiving long weekend here in Canada. So, there's some festivities going on and whatnot. But, gotta live life, smile, enjoy, and take care, right? All right, everybody. So enjoy. I love you guys very much. Take care. And I'm going to see you guys soon. Okay. Take care. Bye.